Century 3 Mall has closed and the Pittsburgh Mills is teetering. Facing pressure from online shopping, it's been a tough time for malls here and across the country, which need a fresh round of investment in order to survive.
Some local towns, though, accuse one mall owner of deliberately running down his properties, not doing routine maintenance, not paying taxes or utility bills, ignoring citations, not paying fines. KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan shows us the decaying properties and how those towns are trying to fight back.
And it's been in total decline for the better part of a decade.
The Crown Center Mall in Washington County is a near-empty shell. Since its purchase a decade ago by New York investor Michael Cohen, it's been in steady decline. Today, you could shoot a cannonball down its promenades and not hit a soul.
It went from a vibrant mall with about 90% capacity to a vacant mall with 90% vacancies.
Times are tough for malls, but North Franklin Township Supervisor Bob Sabat blames the tenant exodus on the Cohen Retail Investment Group, which he says has not invested a dime in the property and has let it fall into disrepair while being chronically delinquent on taxes and utilities.
This place here was falling apart. Mold, water.
When the Bonton and the movie theater filled with water from a broken main, Sabat says Cohen declined to fix it, and the township had to step in and do the job. To date, Cohen's amassed close to $200,000 in unpaid code enforcement fines here, but Sabat says he doesn't return phone calls or take any action.
To this day, figured out why, but he seems to do it everywhere.
Crown Center fits a pattern of Cohen-owned malls across the country. He currently owns 48 malls and faces numerous lawsuits in a half-dozen states for unpaid taxes and utilities and unsafe conditions. Even a wrongful death suit from a family of a stabbing victim in Ohio who said the mall there had no security or operating surveillance cameras. The host towns say Cohen buys properties at discount and runs them into the ground through disinvestment.
I haven't seen any investment.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Cohen bought the mall at Robinson 3 years ago for $46 million, far below its assessed value of $88 million and resulting in a $200,000 loss in property taxes for Robinson Township. Since then, the property appears headed down the same road. Tenants say the grass there hadn't been cut all summer, the escalators haven't worked since February, and buckets collect water from leaky roofs. Foot traffic has slowed to a trickle as dozens of tenants have left, and others privately tell us they won't be renewing their leases. Robinson Township has begun citing Cohen in district court for code violations and says he hasn't paid for township-provided security.
We noticed they did not pay us for 3 months, which equate to about $24,000. So we told mall management we cannot provide the service until we are, made whole. And to this day, we still have not been paid.
I called Cohen, who didn't respond, though soon after, his company did cut the grass. Mall management also declined to be interviewed, but later sent me a text referring only to the other problems at Robinson. Quote, "We're navigating these operational challenges and are near resolution. But what remains unclear is why Cohen operates his properties in this manner."
But their strategy is financial.
A Cohen-owned mall in Iowa went dark for more than a year for non-payment of utility bills. But Cohen recently made a $6 million profit selling it to a new owner. Duquesne University marketing professor Audrey Gusky says the company's strategy of disinvestment sometimes pays off.
They'll buy a particular retail investment property and not invest anything in it, not pay taxes, not pay any of the utilities, and as a result they run it down, and so they end up making money, believe it or not, by reselling it, sometimes for double the price that they paid.
Happily for North Franklin Township, Cohen recently sold Crown Center to new owners who are promising to bring it up to shape with a $40 million reinvestment. And Robinson Township says they're hoping for a similar outcome before its mall declines any further.
That would be nice, yeah. Or at least come to the table with some type of plan of action of what you're going to do or some type of investment.
But Sabat has a warning for other towns.
Because he is going to take their mall and he's going to do this to it. And that's not me predicting it. The writing's on the wall. You see it wherever he owns a mall.
With tens of millions of dollars in investment, this mall should be transformed, but towns like Robinson have not been so lucky. Yet they continue to fight until he divests. Reporting at the Crown Center Mall, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.